NSU alumni Janay Joseph graduated with a degree in history, but she did not allow this degree to stop her creative passion for making films. She will soon go on to make 2 award-winning films, one of which is being promoted at the Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival. We will now sit down with Janay Joseph to hear her story. And what was your reaction when you won the film festival?
So I didn't expect to win, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I felt a lot of gratitude towards the work that we've done within our community to get this story told, specifically about Elijah Manley, who has also done a lot of work within our communities.
And throughout the filming process, did you find anything that stuck out to you the most?
It's mostly just talking to a lot of people. Not only the people that we record for like in front of the camera, but also surprisingly the people behind the camera and the people who are not really involved in the process at all. For both of my films, it involved a lot of talking with community members, kind of just getting their point of view and their stories. If we felt that their stories would fit within the specific story that we're trying to tell, then we would call them for an interview, or we would ask them for a quote. They would always kind of just point us in the right direction towards finding more evidence or other stories that would kind of just inform our research.
You are a young African-American woman. What do you feel was the most challenging part about being a filmmaker?
As an African-American woman, there are not many stories that are told of me or of my demographic that I can see in the mainstream. There are not a lot of filmmakers that are like us because there are barriers for us entering the industry, whether it be racism or income inequality. Another thing is whenever I go to some film festivals, there are often times where I'm the only Black woman on stage.
Janay Joseph, hardworking, headstrong, and dedicated. But she did not do these films on her own. She had friends, family, and a mentor helping her every step of the way. Janay's told me that you helped a little bit out with designing and creating some of the costumes for the film. Can you tell me how it was working next to your sister?
As for the designs, I usually come into her room and help her with posters on the film and just overlooking general designs. And I've been an artist for 6 years, so she trusts my judgment a lot on that. And it feels nice to be trusted.
Janay considers you to be her mentor. Can you give us an example or any events that describe how you feel you led her into the position she's in today?
How about when she told me that when she won the Undergraduate Student Symposium Award for her film on Eula Johnson, right? And she had been talking to me about this. She got the internship at History Fort Lauderdale, and she was learning a lot and really enjoying it. And she said, well, I'm working on this documentary. And I thought, you're working on a documentary? I didn't even know you were into film.
You have so many people that support you in your corner, friends, family, mentors, but who do you feel supports you the most?
That's a tough question. And if I start listing people, I'm gonna feel guilty about like leaving someone out. But I'd say the first person that always comes to mind is my mom. She's very supportive of me and my endeavors. Like I said earlier, like a filmmaking career, it's not really a straight path from point A to point B, but she's just always been there, like every step of the way.
And can you please tell us an example of when Janay exceeded your expectations?
When she created 2 award-winning films and then goes out and wins the first place in the film category for the Undergraduate Student Symposium. And then like weeks later is emailing me saying, I've been invited to this film festival and that film festival.
And where do you see your sister in the next 5 years?
I definitely see her still making movies. I see her with even more support than she has right now because she's a people person. I think everyone around her really appreciates her. So I do not think it'll be hard for her to gain more support as time comes.